I think there are a couple parts of the answer to this question. One is that there are things that we can do to help our school districts reduce costs. There are opportunities where districts choose to look at consolidation, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to be the governor who says we need to mandate this from Montpelier. Where it makes sense at the local level, let's do it. But more to the point, I believe that there are administrative costs that can be saved in this system, and a little bit of support from the state in terms of common purchasing and finding creative ways, helping schools provide special education services, to do what I've tried to do when I was on my supervisory union school board, which is to get 9 separate schools to run their cafeterias as one operation rather than 9 separate operations, is an opportunity to save money. I think there are a lot of things we can do there. But let's acknowledge that the issue is largely of the property tax issue. That's what people are complaining about. If you look at our school budgets in recent years, school boards, by and large, not all, but most school boards in this state have done a really good job of doing everything they can to limit budget increases. And school budgets have actually, over the last many years, gone up less, at a lower rate, than our municipal budgets, and less than the state budget until the last couple of years when the budget reductions were done. Let's acknowledge that what we're putting on the property tax is, as Peter said, the healthcare costs. When I sat on my school board, it was healthcare costs that were driving school budgets. Let's acknowledge what every kindergarten and elementary school teacher and administrator will tell you is that there are more and more children coming into their classrooms who are suffering from behavioral and emotional problems because of difficulties in the families. And a lot of that is economic when you've got either a one-parent family or a two-parent family really struggling, and the parents are working 2 or 3 different jobs, and it's hard to find the quality child care that people are looking for. And let's recognize that if we don't make an investment in pre-K, those costs are going to continue. And you ask about personnel, a number of the ratios. Again, my experience in my school district, and I think most school districts around the state, is the increases in personnel are the individual aids that many children need to be successful in the classroom, and they're entitled to that. But we can prevent those costs. That's not going to change it in the first year or the second year, but boy, we've got to make that sort of investment. And finally, what I want to stop, and I've been fighting against this in the Senate over the last several years, is the continuing cost shifts of formerly state-funded programs to the education fund and to your property taxes. Okay, so a state government is saying to our school districts, you are responsible for the increases in property taxes, and we're going to mandate this and we're going to mandate that. It's the state government that's been in part responsible for that. Again, talk to your school administrators. Ask them about the mental health services that they are providing that used to be paid for by the state. Let's talk about the shifts of expenses that used to be general fund expenses paid by the broad-based taxes that we all pay for things like adult education, corrections education, and other functions like that. There has been a steady shift of responsibilities to the property tax, which has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on in our schools. People talk about consolidation at the state government level because it sounds good, it sounds easy, and there is a kernel of truth to it. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of areas that have tried consolidation and closed down schools have found their schools didn't get any better, they're spending more on transportation costs, community involvement has gone down, and parental involvement has gone down. Let's not look for the easy answers. Let's deal with what's really going on in our schools and what's really going on with shifts to the property taxes. Because the issue, again, I believe, is people's concern about their property taxes. And it's reflected